And welcome back, everybody. This is Movies and Beyond. I'm Callum. That's Kyle. Kyle, how are we doing today?
Alright, mate. Just been watching a bit of Donnie and Clarence.
Donnie and Clarence. Nice.
If you don't know what that is, go watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch the whole thing. Also, I'd like to say, fuck you, Jerry. That is all.
Yes. Yes. Bringing the smoke for Jerry right away. Yeah. Right.
It's gonna be like a thing like Danny Mullen where it's like fan Jerry, but we fucking hate him. The Jerry we got.
Yeah. Before we get into the show, everyone, thank you for 150 subscribers. That's pretty cool.
149 now. I'm joking.
No, it'd still be 150 or 151.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Seem a bit disappointed by that, Kyle.
It's kind of mad how we've jumped from the 100 to the 50 mark so quickly.
Yeah.
So we must be doing something right.
No, we're not.
No, we're really
not.
We're getting quite a few, nice comments.
Yeah, I've noticed the nicer comments are coming now. Like when we first started,
I'm noticing the complete opposite. Me, to be honest, I just see all the shit ones.
When we first started, it was it's because I only send you the shit ones. I never send you nice ones. But yeah, no, we are getting a few like nicer comments. So yeah, that's good. Am I not as blinding now, Kyle? At the back,
it looks a lot better. Yeah, like you can definitely see that you are a grown man with a bunch of toys behind you.
Yes, yes, I am a grown man indeed.
Yeah, I can't show mine because I have no lights and I have a very ugly setup at the moment because I don't own any.
Oh, grown man, I'm like halfway to dead next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
And what have I done with my life apart from sit in my room and make YouTube videos, play video games, and play with my cock?
I was going to say wank in the shower again. Yeah, it's a great life, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a Captain America pillow, mate. What could go wrong?
Yeah, and loads of Captain America action figures, so who's laughing now?
Everyone.
Yeah. Ooh.
Not Chris Evans.
Right, let's get into it then. We really just shot the shit then. Anyway, Margot Robbie. Speaking of masturbation, no.
Yeah, that was a great start. Yeah. That was good. That was a good one. I'll give you that.
Yeah, right. Whoo. I can't look at you while I do this right now.
You should. I swear to God, right, just before the show, you look so tired, and then as soon as you start saying, welcome back, it's just all gone to shit.
Oh, because I'm a whore for the camera, mate. I love it. That's why I find it so hard to turn it off. Anyway, Margot Robbie. She is now producing with Hasbro a Monopoly movie. You heard it. A Monopoly movie. I can tell you right now, I have played Monopoly once in my life. How many times have you played Monopoly, Kyle?
I think I've played it like 2 or 3 times, but not properly. I actually have a Monopoly set up with a bunch of my boxes up there, my collectible stuff. It's a Family Guy one that I got, and it's pretty funny because
someone must hate you.
Why?
To get you a Family Guy Monopoly set.
No, I bought it.
You hate yourself then.
I just thought it looked cool, and I bought it when I was a kid, so I just kind of, I don't know why I did. I must have got it cheap, but where in the middle of the board, I thought that was kind of funny because it's got all the Family Guy characters, but the Meg one is where you're supposed to put the cards on the deck. So you're covering Meg's face essentially, which I thought that was a pretty funny little joke. But yeah, I can't say I've played much of Monopoly. I play other board games though, but
yeah, no, I have. Like I say, I've played it once. Now, there's a reason they're doing this. They want the same success as Barbie. They think, oh, we can get the same success as Barbie if we put out a Monopoly movie with Margot Robbie. She's attached to produce right now. I don't know if she's going to star in it. She probably will. But we'll put out a Margot Robbie Monopoly movie, and they're going to try generate some of that success that they had with Barbie. It ain't going to Barbenheimer. It ain't going to, this film might make money, and it might be good because, well, I think with Kyle, you can see right now with Kyle enjoyed Barbie.
Everyone enjoyed Barbie, right?
I watched it the other night.
Yeah.
I still really like it.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of days ago as well. Again, it's a nice little film. It's not even a little film. It's got like some emotional beats in the film, and it's obviously the comedy stuff is fantastic. I can't really flaw the comedy or the there's like a little bit of a musical bit towards the end. It's not a musical per se, but it's entertaining to watch with like Simu Liu and obviously Ryan Gosling and the rest of them. But it's a very entertaining film. Monopoly, on the other hand,
do you think it can be at least half as successful as Barbie?
Yeah, because Monopoly must be very popular. Because
well, apparently it's one of the most recognisable brands around the world.
Yeah,
it's like you show someone that and they know exactly what it is. It's like the Superman symbol. It's like they know who that is when you show them.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean the movie's going to make money. Do you know what I mean?
It don't mean the movie's going to be good either. It might be. I'm interested to see this. 100%. But yeah, let's show me something.
I think they need someone who sort of understands the style of movie that they want to make. They can't just make it on the fly. They need to have like a set piece.
This is coming out of with Lionsgate at CinemaCon, and apparently they've got a very clear vision for this. Do you see it being like a Barbie ripoff in like the sort of tongue-in-cheek way that Barbie was like very meta with Mattel and stuff like that? Or
I don't know. I think it'll probably be a bit more of a kids movie, to be honest, by the sounds of like just the way that they'd have to take it. I mean, I'd be interested to see if it was more aimed at adults, like it'd have like that sort of like funnier side to it, because they'd be able to tell these jokes of families killing each other because they fucking played Monopoly together. But
what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, yeah, like Monopoly, you fall out with your family members because of it. Oh my god, that's going to be the plot of the film. It's going to be about a family that play Monopoly, they fucking want to kill each other, and then the film is just about them making up.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but yeah.
Right. Okay. We managed to turn this into a murder mystery. Who killed the family dog?
Margot Robbie.
Yeah. Definitely. I really don't know how to move on to this next topic because of the way I started this one. So I'm just going to move and then just start the show again, like from here. Like
okay.
Joker 2. We got the trailer. We was expecting it Tuesday, but because we live in the future to the Americans over that way, I guess. Like just a bit down that way. I'm assuming.
Start road that over corner.
Now, if I'm pointing east or west right now, I'll be right eventually. So, anyway, Joker 2. we got the trailer for a Folie Do. What do you think of the trailer, Kyle? This is where he goes, I didn't watch it.
There was a trailer. I watched this as soon as I got up. I was kind of looking forward to it in a weird way. I was like, I'm not like excited for the film, but I'm like kind of interested to see what they do.
I really wanted it to be one and done with Joker, but if they've got a story for another, all right.
Yeah, this trailer didn't do anything for me really. I'm not going to say it put my excitement level down, or I'd say it dimmed it a bit, but it didn't. It didn't heighten my excitement for this. It didn't really change how I kind of. It just there's nothing in it that's really kind of like, oh, that's fucking good. That it's just it seems like it's kind of rehashing the stuff from the first film, except you've got Harley Quinn there, and she seems to sort of be leading Joker back into being Joker.
I really feel like this story is going to be told from Harley Quinn's perspective from this trailer. Some of it, I think, is going to take place in maybe Harley's head, but maybe Joker's head, maybe Arthur Fleck's head.
Here's the thing as well, though. It's just like this movie could be shit. This could be like the worst thing ever, but it will still make a decent amount of money because of the name, and obviously you've got the great cast. And
I don't think it's going to do Joker 1 numbers.
No. I'm saying it's going to do money, but it's not obviously going to hit that Joker level. But you know, it didn't really excite me. It's not done anything that makes me want to go, oh my god, I need to see this film. And you know, there's some really weird inconsistencies that I've kind of noticed. Is the Joker sort of becomes the Joker at the end of the film, the first film, spoilers. And in this film, it seems like he's kind of taken aback. He's not wanting to have that.
Well, he's probably medded up on medication and stuff like that, you know.
It could be, yeah. But another thing as well, I know it's just a teaser trailer, but it very much kind of states that Harley Quinn isn't her original sort of story, because she's supposed to be Joker's doctor, you know,
like therapist sort of thing.
Therapist kind of thing, and
maybe she is. Maybe
she is, but that's my issue. It shouldn't be a maybe. It should be just kind of, you know.
Well, maybe that's like a big twist at the end, and it's like this has all been in his head, and it's.
It could be. That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, but I mean, again, there's nothing crazy that kind of. I think it will be. The performances will be great. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. It's just, am I going to wholly enjoy this film and say it's really, really good? Because I enjoyed the first Joker. I didn't love it. It was pretty good though. I can't watch it over and over, kind of thing. I can't like sit down and watch it every now and then because it fucking makes me feel depressed. But it is a good film.
Yeah, the first Joker is a film I have seen very few times, but I have liked it every time I've seen it. That is one of them films we walked out of the cinema and went, that was great, but I can't go back and watch that just yet. Yeah. If at all.
Yeah, it's a very slow burner kind of thing. It's not like where Logan is kind of like a bit of a slow burn film. It's just...
Do you know what, though? The more I watch Logan, the more... I don't know, it's because I've watched it more, so it's more fast-paced or anything like that. But the more I watch Logan, the more rewatchable it becomes, I should say.
Yeah, it definitely... I mean, that happens with really any film. It's like when you first watch it, it feels like a long film, but... It's like when we went to go see Dune over and over again, it just felt like it got quicker and quicker as I went by, and I'm like, fuck's sake, I want to go back to that niceness of, you know, it feeling like a longer film. But...
Yeah, I best way I can describe film addicts is like film addicts. Film fans like us, we're like heroin addicts. We go back again and again and again trying to get that original hit of the first time you saw the film, and the sad truth of it is you never will.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing in life where it's kind of sad. It's like I wish I could go back and play Red Dead 2 again for the first time, but
Yeah. What do you feel about the sing and song aspect of it? We talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's whatever. Again, this is one thing that'll kind of deter me a little bit from, it brings my excitement down a little bit because of that. I know you're a big fan of that sort of stuff and you don't mind it, but I just feel
if it's done well. If it's done well.
If it's done well, obviously, I'd be fine with it. I mean, the only musical film that I've really sort of enjoyed is I've seen La La Land. I think it's great. I just can't be bothered with the musical stuff in that. But then in The Greatest Showman, the film isn't that great, but the musical stuff is actually really good. I really enjoyed it. So it's just that
really
weird
love
opposite.
In the Heights. I think that's great.
I've not seen it.
That's great, In the Heights.
And I'm not going to.
But yeah, this is going to be... I don't think it's original songs, it's like hits that they're remixing and singing themselves. So yeah, should be fun. The trailer has got me, like I said, a little bit excited. I don't think it was an amazing trailer by any stretch of the imagination, but then again, I don't remember the first trailer for the first Joker film being all that amazing, and
it wasn't. Well, I'd say it was just kind of like
just ended with that thing.
It was kind of disturbing.
Like, call me Joker. When you bring me out, can you call me Joker? That's what it ended on. Let's
put it this way. It very much kind of like the first Joker film and its trailers. The trailers really help set the mood of what this film is. You're gonna walk in and watch this film because it's a very dark and disturbing-esque trailer, and you go to watch the film, and that is literally what you get. So this one seems, if this one does the same with the trailers, I feel like you could be in for a bit more of not a happier time, but a bit more like a cheerful vibe from it.
Yeah. No.
Rather than sort of depressed, but I think there'll be some pretty like twists in it where it's kind of like, oh, that's a bit fucked. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm not on the right side. Yeah, that's a bit. I guess the seal of approval. That's a bit fucked.
I will say, that's a bit fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kyle, we'll move on to our next topic now. Jon Snow. Apparently, it's been shelved at HBO. Speaking to Kit Harington, and I feel bad to be Kit Harington this week because
Pompey's on that now TV.
No, he's been interviewed and he said he doesn't now. Now he doesn't. That Blade's changed around. He has no idea now when he's going to return to play Dame Whitman in the MCU. He says there's nothing in the future for him right now, which is a bit sad because that was one of the things about Eternals that I was like, I'm excited to see where this character goes. So no Dame Whitman for him in the future.
Nowhere.
And now no Jon Snow. Look, I'm going to say a couple of things right now. I'm a big fan of Jon Snow as a character.
Except for the final season.
I will even go as far as say I like season 8 of Game of Thrones. I don't love it. I like it-ish. But I don't love it. So slate me in the comments down below, please. But I didn't want this Jon Snow series. This sequel series. That Game of Thrones story is done. I would much rather them tell these. They've got all this lore and history in all the books that they can jump into and tell stories about.
I thought it was a bit stupid how, Arya, she went on a ship and she wanted to go west of Westeros.
Yeah.
I thought, that'd be a great idea to have a show or a miniseries.
I'm a bigger fan of Jon Snow than I am of Arya, but I would much rather prefer to see where she ends up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 1 minute, Kyle. We can't do this topic and not.
Oh shit! I've had to move mine. I've had to move mine.
Now, as you can see, I am a Jon Snow fan. I've got my long claw, and I'm not talking about my penis, because that'd be called short claw. Still. Yeah, I don't think they should. I don't think they should do this anyway. I think they should keep it on the shelf at HBO. I would much rather them do things like, apparently they're going to do Aegon's Conquest, which, yeah, do that. They just got the cast for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the Hedge Knight, Duncan Egg. Not is it the Hedge Knight? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So they've just cast Duncan Egg. We're getting season 2 of House of the Dragon. I've just rewatched House of the Dragon this weekend. I love that show. I still think season 1 to season 1 House of the Dragon is better than Game of Thrones season 1. So, do you want to see the Jon Snow show, or are you not all that bothered for it?
I see. It's annoying 'cause it's like I love this character, but it's like I feel like the way that season 8 happened, the way it sort of, they went around it with the shorter, less episodes. The episodes were longer though, and it felt like it got cut off. And the whole White Walker stuff, it just feels like, what the fuck are they going to do now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's rushed and it felt very cut off. Obviously, George R. R. Martin would have, been fine with pushing it a bit further with the seasons, having a couple more, which I think because of the great job that, they was doing after the books had finished. So after it's like,
because you get a lot of people who say, "Oh, Benioff and Wise ruined it after they stopped following the books." It's like, well, do you like season 6? You'd ask these people. Yeah, I like season 6. It's probably one of the best ones. Well, none of that's in the books.
Exactly.
So it's...
Yeah. So, like I say, I think they could, if there was a couple more seasons, and that's the best way they could have done it, but they've really dug themselves into a hole here where it's like, how are we going to bring Jon Snow onto the screen again? Like, what purpose is there to do it? Because
what would he do?
I feel like he's kind of served his purpose, and he's gone through a journey, and now it's just like they kind of pushed him aside, and they fucked him off above the wall because I don't know why, but there's no White Walkers. That's the whole point of the fucking wall.
Should we have added Game of Thrones spoilers to this? Nah, fuck it. It's finished fucking 5 years ago now.
Don't care. No, but it's very, unfortunately they've dug themselves into a hole here, and I don't see a way of them getting them out, which is really sad because it means we're not going to get any more Kit Harington playing as Jon Snow. It's quite depressing, to be honest. Maybe
even though it's been shelved now, and I don't want to see this show. I
didn't expect it anyways, to be honest.
I bet we will in the future.
Well, see, I would absolutely...
I say give it another 5 to 10 years and we will see Kit Harington as Jon Snow again and some of that original cast.
See, I feel like maybe in a couple years' time, I think that we'd have some sort of like mini-series, just very, very brief.
Let's be honest as well, the Game of Thrones brand has won a lot of fans back with House of the Dragon. They got a lot of goodwill back with that. I think if they do a couple, wrap up House of the Dragon, they said, George R. R. Martin said he wants 4 seasons for that. He said that'd be ideal to do the Dance of the Dragons. Cool. Wrap that up. Get this Knight of the Seven Kingdoms series done. Maybe do Aegon's Conquest. Get a lot of that goodwill back and then say, hey guys, we're bringing back Jon Snow. And then maybe everyone will go, do you know what? I'm fucking up for that. But right now, I'm not.
I don't think so, because it's been a little while as it is, and people are still like, why? Even with the good grace of House of the Dragon, I don't think no amount of time can really heal that wound. For me, I think the best way they can do this and to send, to bring Jon Snow back is do like a mini series where he's north of the Wall. He's sort
fishing.
he's older, you know, bring an older Jon Snow, and have him just do something simple, like, I don't know, maybe...
Logan with Jon Snow. Or, as we
Yeah.
shall... Or, should we give him his proper name? Aegon Targaryen.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, maybe it's just there's some people that are wanting to explore further north, and they're from the south, or they're from the east, or whatever. And they get themselves into a bit of a pickle because there's loads of other things other than White Walkers up there. Obviously, White Walkers are the more dangerous thing. But maybe, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So maybe maybe these people want to go explore north and discover new things, and then maybe they come across some sort of White Walker ancient thing, fortress or something, and Jon Snow is just kind of happens to be in the right it's in the north, so maybe they get themselves into a bit of a pickle. Jon Snow saves them. He's older and he's just like
Kyle in the writer's room. Yeah. And get this, guys. They get themselves into a bit of a pickle.
So into a bit of a pickle. No, I'm just saying.
Blah. They get themselves into a little bit of a pickle, but
that's the only thing. That's the only thing they can do. They can't give. I don't feel like they can give Jon Snow a main plot anymore.
No.
Just have a nice, fun side plot. Bring Kit Harington back, let him wield the sword. Make him a bit older, a bit wiser,
Yeah. Still got robbed from killing the Night King. Still, he should have killed the Night King, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Focus on other things, Game of Thrones. We're really liking what you're doing with House of the Dragon. I'm really excited for A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. And if you do Aegon's Conquest, oh my god. Do that. Miniseries for that would be awesome. Robert's Rebellion, I want to see a miniseries of that.
That'd be great.
That'd be great. Just big, like a young Robert, massive 6'4", with his warhammer, just bang, knocking fools out. Well, shattering the chest. Still, that's what I want to see. Sorry, Kit Harington. I think this is the best step for Game of Thrones as a brand, though, right now. Don't do the Jon Snow show. So, yeah. It's good that it's on the shelf. Not good for Kit Harington, but as Game of Thrones fans, I'm happy about this. And one more thing I do want to add. If you've watched this whole video and you haven't seen Game of Thrones, and you've been told not to watch it because of the ending, I would, the best part about some things is the journey. And don't deprive yourself of some quality TV and some quality storytelling that is in there. And some great episodes of TV. Some of the highest rated episodes of TV ever are from Game of Thrones. Don't, just because you've heard the ending's bad, you won't know for yourself until you watch it. Like, yeah, it's okay, it's fine, but season 8 is not as great as the rest of the show. But don't deprive yourself of that. I'd say watch it.
Yeah.
What would you say? Because you...
I completely agree on the journey thing. Like, I've watched Game of Thrones 3 or 4 times, like the whole thing. And
you hate the final season. So...
I'm not the biggest fan of it, no. It does, like, when I first watched it, Game of Thrones, obviously there was a big wait for the final season. So, I watched it with you, and then we waited for the final season, and the final season came out, and it was dog shit. And then I rewatched Game of Thrones a couple months later, because I was like, man, I really miss just that feeling of watching Game of Thrones. It's so good and really enjoyable. And there's so much content, so many episodes. And then, I didn't really... I don't think I even bothered watching the final season, so it wasn't like a complete rewatch. But I rewatched it actually recently, a couple of weeks ago, and when it got to the final season, I was just like, fuck me. Like, I was just kind of like... I was slugging through the episodes. Yeah. It was kind of like... It went from, oh, I can't wait to get home and watch Game of Thrones, to... I might as well fucking finish it. And you know, the episodes. It's only a couple of them.
I'm doing my rewatch right now, actually. So
Yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but the final season kind of gives you a really shit ending, and it will leave like a sour taste for the show a little bit. But you'll look back at all the great episodes that you did have fun with, and there's a lot of great stuff in there. And House of the Dragon, it'll get you into House of the Dragon, or even just watch House of the Dragon first.
I've got a few people at work who never watched Game of Thrones, but when House of the Dragon were coming out in 2020, that was, they started watching it because we're getting in, talking about it, so they were watching House of the Dragon as well. And they hadn't even seen Game of Thrones, which is great for a prequel series, because you don't need to know what happens in Game of Thrones. In fact, it's probably better for you that you don't know what happens in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Because you don't get something spoiled for you for House of the Dragon.
Exactly.
Still. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our next topic. So, it's CinemaCon this week. No, I've seen your face go then. What? The Marvel panel, well, the Disney panel, is tomorrow at CinemaCon. It's around about 2.5 hours long. 2 hour, 20 minutes. There's loads of Deadpool and Wolverine merchandise at CinemaCon. I don't know if you've seen any of it. The cups.
I've seen the cups,
yeah,
yes.
The cups with the full suit Wolverine. So tomorrow is the Marvel panel, pretty much. We'll get, they're going to talk about the release schedule and all that sort of stuff. Do you think they'll drop a new trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine? Because if they do, tomorrow is exactly 2 months from when they dropped the first trailer. Crazy, I know, it only feels like yesterday the first trailer came out for Deadpool and Wolverine. And if they drop a trailer at CinemaCon, do you think we will see it online after, or do you think we're going to have to wait? And I'll do you one better, actually. Do you think some people are going to get to see the film at CinemaCon? Because it's like a big panel they've got. Like, Marvel usually show a little bit. I know with Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, they showed like the first half an hour of the film. Do you think some people are actually going to get to see quite a big portion of Deadpool and Wolverine?
Maybe. It's difficult with a film like this because there's massive spoilers and things, which, if you show half an hour of a film, you're going to have to show like the least spoilery bit. But this is Deadpool and Wolverine and multiversal stuff.
To be fair,
every frame in this is going to be a spoiler, so
I think we're still nearly 2 months out from the film as well. Yeah.
So potentially getting a trailer. I think it will release on the internet. What?
3 months out.
I think we'll get a trailer very likely. If we don't, it won't be a behind closed doors thing. But if we do, it'll be on the internet because they do need to build up that goodwill for Marvel fans and things like that and going to the cinema. Because they've seen the success of these other films, like Dune and things like that. And, Marvel, as of late, they've not been so hot. They've not been the hottest brand.
I'll tell you what is doing bits for them right now, though. X-Men 97. The episode that just dropped today is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Kyle. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hopeful that they do. I would love to see some more, but at the same time, it's kind of like I don't want to see any more. I just want to go in and watch it.
The next trailer will just be more Wolverine central, maybe.
Probably.
That's what I'm guessing. I think we'll probably get like.
We'll see the cowl in the trailer.
You think?
Well, yeah, if it's on the promo, like cups and things like that.
Oh, question. Do you think he's going to have a CGI all goes around cowl, like when it comes on and off, like a nanotech one that everybody hates? Or do you think it'll be a helmet he sticks on? I see all their videos. Like, can we stop with a fucking nanotech now? Which I'm 100% with. I like a good old rip-off mask.
Yeah, I think they probably will do the traditional, more physical thing.
Yeah.
It'll fit the suit a bit better, and Deadpool's not really known for that sort of high-tech stuff, so it kind of fits in with the whole characters and things like that. So I think, yeah,
no, definitely.
You don't go watch a Deadpool movie and you see all these nanotech CGI. You go watch Infinity War or or any other, Spider-Man, Black Panther, that kind of thing. Deadpool's very gritty, and you can tell a lot of the suit and things like that is real. It's practical. I think they might use a bit of CGI, kind of like how they do with Deadpool's mask,
or like the eyes to like maybe enhance the eyes a bit.
They might enhance the eyes and maybe just kind of adjust how it looks on his face a little bit, just to make it look a bit better.
Tighter.
I can imagine it. Yeah, because I can imagine it might look a bit funny on Hugh Jackman's face.
More
potentially.
Like they did with Sam's cowl in Falcon and Winter Soldier. They're like, when he turned to the side, it'd have like a big opening gap, so they just CG'd it, didn't they, to make it all one. But yeah, no, I think there's definitely at least going to be a trailer shown tomorrow. A new one. And I'm hopeful it'll go online. Yeah, it'll be online for us Friday. So not tomorrow. Don't get your hopes up. But I do think we're going to get a trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, Friday.
Yeah.
But there'll be a nice bit of news on Friday, though, at least.
Yeah. Are we still seeing Civil War?
Oh, yeah, shit, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. Also, Fallout for us is tomorrow.
Right.
And that's the thing as well. I will definitely be jumping on that. A bit of a subtopic. I know we didn't add it into the topics today. Colin, you're a cunt. But it's getting great reviews. I'm looking forward to it now a bit more. I'm getting a little excited.
It all drops at once, doesn't it?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, fucking eh. I'm not filming tomorrow then.
Why don't we save it for the weekend?
Or watch it then?
Yeah.
Can do. Do Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I really want to watch it though.
There's UFC 300 this weekend as well.
Yeah. I might watch the first. If it's all dropping at once, I might watch one episode tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just to see if I do like it, and then we can just binge it all Sunday.
Yeah, no, definitely. Right, I think that will do us for today. Kyle, anything you would like to add before we go?
Fuck you, Jerry.
Leave Jerry alone.
He will leave our comment section alone, so no.
He has, because he hasn't replied to you, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Jerry. Yeah, that's our new one. It's just like, yeah, okay, Jerry. So, right. Let us know what you thought of today's show. Kyle had a little jiggle then, but that's alright. I'm guessing he needs a piss or he's cold. Either one.
Both.
Oh, don't you hate touching your cock with your cold hands?
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. That's why I touch your cock with my cold hands.
I don't get that.
Neither do I. Anyway, let us know what you thought of the show. Like, subscribe. We're on the road to 200 now. Come on, let's hit 200 subscribers. You know you want to get us there. Fucking hell, Kyle, mate. Don't look like you just...
I've just eaten a Chinese and my stomach's like, fuck you.
I didn't know you.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Didn't know you was into cannibalism. Anyway.
Oh.
What?
You dickhead.
Like, subscribe, share, show us to your mother, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys tomorrow, Friday, maybe. Who knows? You can't just fart at the end of the show, mate. You can't just fart at the end of the show. You could have just waited until
I did.
Yeah. Right. Next time you do it, I want you to look dead into the camera because we hear it, so you might as well. Right. Thanks for watching. See you later. I guess.